My name is Sam Katzman, and I suffer from enthusiastic voice dysfunction. EVD is a debilitating medical condition that destroys the lives of countless public speakers, telemarketers, and vocal people everywhere. I've been struggling with this curse for about 20 years. It all began when I was 6 months old, on the day that I spoke my first words. My parents knew something was wrong with me instantly when they realized I was only forming one tone whenever I talked. Of course, I was a baby, so I didn't know I was disabled until I started listening to other people around me. One thing led to another, and before I knew it, I was sitting on a doctor's examination table, officially getting diagnosed with EVD. Yeah, that had to have been one of the most traumatic experiences of my life. Anyways, living with EVD as a kid was no fun. Growing up, some of my classmates would make jokes at my expense just because of my condition.
Sam has a vagina. Sam has a vagina.
My EVD reached a point where I either had to figure out how to accept my affliction and learn to cope with it, or get it treated with pills. Naturally, I chose the natural route. Because, let's be honest, I'm not trying to mess with pills and their sketchy side effects. I mean, supposedly if your enthusiasm lasts for more than 4 hours on the pill, that's not normal and you have to see a doctor. That shit's just weird to me, so I embrace my EVD. It's been a really long and painful process, but I've managed to come to terms with my disease, and I've found different outlets to express myself. Like speed walking. And juggling.
To the big town where there is a lot of sound. From the jungle to the city looking for a bigger crown. So I play my boy for the beat.
Oh, and I also like to write. What I once considered my curse actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Slightly self-conscious about my real voice, EVD forced me to discover how I truly speak, and that's through my writing. What I lack in vocal tone, I make up for in other areas, if you know what I mean. I'm talking about writing, obviously. Most people would consider me a pretty soft-spoken guy, but I find my voice when I put pen to paper. I'm most in my element when I'm working on a story for Flux magazine, a publication I've been on staff with for the past year. I guess you could say my personal remedy for EVD is writing, because I'm not constrained by my vocal cords and my thoughts. Support enthusiastic voice dysfunction awareness.